All right, Shalom. Shalom. Just give me a second. I want to make sure that we are live. Okay. Make sure that. All right. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Baha, Rachak, Kodash. I would like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do rule well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect and 1/3, pushing this 100% truth across the four winds so we can see the elect and make it to the kingdom. All right. I want to do a lesson and I entitled it Shame Will Cover Thee. All right. And pretty much what this lesson is going to be going into is how, the feud that you see between Jacob and Esau. All right. Shame is going to cover Esau, Edom. Okay. And Jacob is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And Esau, Edom, all right, is the so-called Caucasian, all right, white American, German, Russian, all right, so-called Spain or Spaniard, if you will. All right, so this lesson really, I kind of want to really focus in, all right, how one Esau, Edom, all right, is Jacob's brother. Okay, Esau is actually our brother. All right, but shame is going to cover him for his wicked acts that he has done to us. Okay, and I also put in the comment section a link to our fourth channel. A few brothers and few sisters, Bubba Kusha, if you could subscribe to that. Esau Edom, our evil twin brother, has given us a strike on our main channel. So this week's camp will only be uploaded to GMS Solomon Assembly 4, and it will be uploaded to Solomon Assembly 3, Lord's will, after the strike is taken. So this lesson is really just going to be based around, the relationship between the two feuding brothers, okay? And we come from Jacob, and the so-called white man and woman, which you see today, they are Esau, okay? So, even I used to use wisdom and I would call Esau brother because, hey, it's bitter but sweet. But Esau, Edom, all right, is our brother. And he's going to receive heavy judgment for what he's done to his brother, okay, Jacob, who is now who? The Hebrew Israelites, or what we are called by him, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? And Shalom, Yahweh Shemel Shai Bashem Kragadas Brakatah. So, pretty much I was on, World Star, and I was just going through a collection of sites. And right here, as you see, this is Esau Edom. Okay, this is Esau. And it says Trump supporter threatens Black Lives Matter rioters and looters if Derek Chauvin gets acquitted. But no, this is Esau threatening his brother yet again. Okay, this is Esau Edom threatening his brother. We are Jacob. All right, we are his brother. Now Esau Edom's hatred has blinded him to the fact that we are his brother. But you are going to receive judgment for what you have done, all right, to your brother and ultimately to Yahweh Shemal Shai's people. Okay, so I really want to start in Genesis, the third chapter, and I want to take it back to the beginning. Okay, and I wrote up a few lessons. Excuse me, I wrote a few scriptures down that came to mind because this lesson, it was all the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shai, because I was kind of going one way, and then the spirit started feeding me other precepts to go another way. And I've for a while now, I've been wanting to do a lesson pertaining to our evil twin brother and the judgment that's going to befall him for what he's done to his brother. Okay, so when Esau comes and talks all this brother stuff, well, yeah, we are brothers, but look how you're treating your brother, you know. So let's go right into it. We're going to dive right into Genesis, the third chapter. Okay, now this is the curse that was put on the serpent, and there was also a curse put on Eve, and there was also a curse put on Adam. But what we're going to focus on mainly is the curse put on the serpent. And if you didn't know, the serpent wasn't literally a snake. I'll just get that for edification. The serpent was a man. Okay, so let's go into it. The serpent was a man. Okay, he was not a snake, like literally a snake. Okay, so when you go to the where's the etymology right here? When you click on the etymology of this word, Okay, serpent, it goes into an enchanter, okay, to practice divination, okay, a witch, a warlock, okay. So that's what all that means, okay. So when you're talking about the serpent, you have to understand that that serpent is a man, in so much he's referred to as the old serpent in Revelations 20. So we are dealing with that old serpent. Okay. Now, Esau, Edom is our evil twin brother. Okay. He's very wicked. He's evil. And we're going to get into that. But let's build our foundation first. Okay. This is Genesis 3 and 14. And it says, and the Lord power said unto the serpent, okay, unto this wicked man in the garden, it says, and the Lord power said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. Right. And that's why it also says, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High, because Esau, Edom is a confused, defiled, brute beast, and dust represents confusion. Okay, even when you deal with Esau, all right, the so-called white man or woman, they're very dunce. All right, they're very basic, they're very bland, and they have a very brutish mindset about them. They're not intelligence, but they are wise to do evil. All right, just like Jake, Genesis 3 and 15, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman. Now you have to understand when it says the woman, ultimately it's talking about the nation of Israel, because the nation of Israel is referred to as what? A beautiful woman. Okay. And now only the elect is beautifying the nation of Israel. This is why it's talked about in Revelations, I believe 19, when it speaks about the bride, Yahushai's bride. We are Yahushai's bride, okay? But the nation of Israel, without the 1/3, is not a beautiful woman. This is Jeremiah 6 and 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. Okay, so ultimately, when it's talking about the woman, it's meaning the nation of Israel. Okay, and the serpent is the nation of Edom. All right, now let's go back. Genesis 3 and 15. And I will put enmity between thee, Esau, and the woman Jacob. And not only between Esau and Jacob, but guess what? And between thy seed and her seed, it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. This is why there's a constant fighting, bickering, and feuding. Okay, this is why you have and what's so beautiful about this curse that the Most High put between Jacob and Esau, it's leading even to other greater prophecies. Okay, this isn't just two brothers fighting in the street. Now it's nations fighting against one another, oppressing another, looking down on another, killing another. You see, so when you see things like this, the Trump supporter, look, he's in his full spirit. Okay, he's got the blessing that he was given from Isaac. All right. And after that blessing, he said, what? I'm going to kill my brother Jacob. So now he is an offspring of Esau, killing who? The offspring of Jacob, fulfilling the curse that was put between thy serpent and the woman, between Esau and Jacob. Now let's real quick. Let's go to the translations. I like clicking these sometimes. So when you go to the NLT, it says, I will cause hostility between you and the woman. This is why you had the slave trade, but it wasn't just servitude. It was very cruel. Okay, it was very vile. It was very disgusting. Okay, because when they speak about slavery in other places, but not the way Esau had us in slavery, pickling our body parts, leaving our bodies to rot, raping the women, and then impregnating them with tares, and then even hating. He hates his brother so much that he put his own children that came from her womb in slavery. Okay, so this is showing you that the Lord has caused this. Okay, and it says, and I will cause hostility between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He will strike your head, and you will strike his heel. So a constant battle, a quarrel, or Jake likes to call it a beef. Okay, between the two. So the Bible is it's explaining to you why there is a constant problem between whites and blacks, whites and browns, whites and Native Americans. It's all based upon the curse that was put upon the serpent and upon the woman, and that followed all the way through Cain and Abel. Because remember, Cain, okay, he did what? He slew his brother, and so much he not only slew him, but after his brother was dead, he told the Most High, he said, "Am I thy brother's keeper?" That's the spirit Esau has today. So this curse that was put on the serpent and the woman, okay, trickled down to Cain and Abel, and then from Cain and Abel to who we have today as Jacob and Esau. Jacob and Esau are the protagonists and antagonists of this movie, okay? And we both play a major part in this movie. It's all about Jacob and it's all about Esau, okay? Meaning what? Jacob being the vessel of honor and Esau being the vessel of dishonor, okay? We're going to get that as well. But let me go back to Genesis 3 and make sure I finish that off. And then we'll go make a quick point and continue with the lesson. All right. Okay. So I did. All right. So I finished that. Now let's just show the spirit that Esau comes in. Even when he was Cain, the first murderer, okay? The first murderer was Cain. And who did he kill? His brother. And why? Because there was enmity between his seed and her seed. Genesis 4 and 9. And the Lord said unto Cain, "Where is Abel thy brother?" And he said, "I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?" You see that? So this is a spirit that Esau Edom comes in even to this very day, okay? And Esau Edom has been the antagonist of this entire movie, okay? Esau Edom is the antagonist because we're going to get Genesis 49, but when you really look at things in a whole, Jake really just be chilling, okay? Jake isn't out, riding and dying, trying to take out Esau. But Esau has in his spirit where he wants to literally cut off his brother. And I want to push that very heavy in this lesson. That you have to understand Esau is going to be judged for what he did to his brother, man. Okay, so we are in all rights for when the Lord comes back and judgment is cast upon Esau. We're going to be in all rights to judge him, okay? Because he is not set up as the promised lineage. He is not a part of the seed that has been promised the covenants, okay? Esau Edom is profane, you see? So when you go into the word protagonist and versus antagonist, the protagonist is the main character. Who is that? Jacob. Jacob is the main character of this movie. Even our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, is a Hebrew Israelite. And he was killed, even though it was pertaining to prophecy, he was killed by a Hebrew Edomite. Those Romans that crucified him, all right, they had no idea ultimately what they're doing. And if they knew anything, all right, but everything is in the hands of the Lord, they killed their fellow brethren, just like they did Abel, okay, and just like they do us every single day. The protagonist is the main character, Joel 2 and 27, often a hero, okay, and that's what? A savior. And it also not only is Yahweh Shai a savior to the nation of Israel, but then you have the elect who are saviors, okay, to the remaining of the 1/3 men, women, and children. And it says the antagonist is the character the character who opposes the protagonist, often a villain. Okay, that's Esau. Esau is the villain of this movie. He killed Abel, he beguiled Eve, and he's killing Jacob. All right. It says, of course, stories can have multiple protagonists and antagonists, right? Which leads to what? The nation of Jacob, which started through 12 patriarchs, okay? And then the nation of Edom, which started through 5 patriarchs. Esau had 5 sons, Jacob had 12 sons, you see? And even when we came out of Egypt, Esau rose up against us, ready to slay us. So you have to understand when we talk about the feud between the two brothers, it wasn't just Jacob and Esau, but it said thy seed. So we're seeing the seed of Esau still having hatred to the seed of Jacob, or who you know now as Israelites. And it says, and dynamic characters can even switch between these roles as the stories develop. Yeah, because you also have wicked Israelites that are now antagonists through the main antagonist, Esau, Edom. Okay, so we got Genesis 4:9. Now let's jump to Genesis 25. I'm sure a lot of you brothers are very familiar, but it's just on my spirit to go into this because, like I said, as I was, watching these videos, I was gonna do a video completely different, still pertaining to Jacob and Esau, but the spirit had led me more to, bringing out and emphasizing of the feuding of two brothers, man. Okay, so now that I said that, we have to go to Genesis 25 and we have to start at 20. Okay, this is the conception of the so-called white man today, because I also have to mention the serpent was a man of color and Cain was a man of color as well until he killed his brother and he was given a mark, the mark of Cain, which is what? A clean leopard. Okay, and leprosy in the Bible is when you have so-called white skin. It tells you that in the book of Numbers, okay, and even in Exodus 4, that happened to Moses, okay? So Esau, Edom is who you know as the so-called white people today, and they are cursed with the continual generational curse of Cain, just like how we have generational curses, which you can find in Deuteronomy 28, and also Leviticus 26, and we have curses that follow the generations. And Esau has a curse as well, and one of his curses is his hatred towards his now brother. Okay, but he's going to be judged for what he has done to his brother. Okay, we always get on how you're going to be judged for what you've done to the earth, but first and foremost, you are going to be judged for what you have done to your brother Jacob, and we are Jacob, and our blood is spiritually crying, man. Okay, you constantly slay us, man. And then you got Esau still in that spirit, which is fine, which we understand, but just trust and believe, my friend. Okay, brother. Trust and believe for your hatred right here. He's in full form right here. Your hatred for your brother, you will be judged, man. Okay, you will be judged. And as a fun fact, who else in the world is referred to as brother? Jake. You don't hear people calling Moab, "What's up, brother?" And as wisdom, I would call Esau brother, to heap coals upon his head, as they say, kill him with kindness. So now let's go on to this, Genesis 25 and 20. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Padan Aram, the sister of Laban, the Syrian, right? The Syrian of thou shalt not abhor a Syrian, not Esau. And it says, Genesis 25 and 21, and Isaac entreated Yahweh Shemel Shai for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. And the children struggled. Genesis 3 should be popping off. And the children struggled together within her. Okay, they were hostile in the womb. This is why there's a spirit of hostility, and the main antagonist that keeps that hostility is Esau, Edom, because Jacob is a lion's whelp. He wants to chill. He wants to get along. He wants to just pay bills, get a wife, and die. But Esau, Edom, being the antagonist, he's keeping this curse alive, and he's keeping the fuel of fire flaming. Okay? Esau, Edom is that little demon of mischief that is keeping this quarrel between us alive, man. Okay? Because Esau, Edom put us in slavery. Esau, Edom separated our wives and kids. Esau, Edom hires us last and fires us first. Esau, Edom forces us into the ghettos and slums. Esau, Edom changed our Lord and Savior into a so-called white man. Esau, Edom forced Christianity or his Christianity down our throat. Esau, Edom kills us, robs us, murders us, rapes us, arrests us, accuses us. Esau, Edom does this, okay? He is the antagonist, and he's doing this to his brother, but he doesn't know that his brother is set up as the children of the Most High, who he curses, who he claims isn't real, but if he is, he looks like him. So Esau, Edom, the antagonist, is fooled, man. and you are going to be judged for what you've done to your brother and what you have done to God's people. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, two nations, or two seeds, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. Now let's go into the translations. I'm just curious what they put for manner. Two nations are in thy womb, two people shall be separated from your body, one people shall be stronger than the other. And we're strong in what? In spirit, okay? And in flesh, but ultimately in spirit. And what proves that is when Jacob came out, he's referred to as a plain man that dwelleth in tents. But when you go into it, the plain means righteous or morally innocent servant, and the tent means tabernacle of Yahweh, okay? And Esau, Edom was what? Just a man of the field. He trusted in his bow. You see? Is that all I wanted? Yeah, that's all I wanted. So it tells you right here that she's going to have two nations in her womb. And who are those two nations? The nation of Edom and the nation of Jacob. But those two men are what? Brothers. Okay. Now let's jump to 27. We're going to fast forward. Of course, we could read more, but you brothers are familiar with the story. And if not, you can read it on your own time. So we're going to fast forward, though, to Genesis 27, because I want to show you the spirit that Esau comes in when it pertains to his brother. Okay. And let's go real quick and let's put Romans up. Okay. And just like Elder Pastor said, a Christian should stay far away from Romans because that cuts their doctrine. But when I say Christian, that means who? Esau. So even to this day, we're fighting Esau physically and spiritually, okay? Because Esau, Edom, is the antagonist, all right? This is Romans 9 and 21. Has not the potter power over the clay of the same lump? Just like when a woman's pregnant, she has one big lump. She has one big belly, right? Of the same lump to make one vessel, one people unto honor or a protagonist, and another unto dishonor, the antagonist. Esau is the vessel of dishonor. He is the antagonist to his brother, who is a vessel of honor, who is the protagonist. So Esau, Edom, all right, is the vessel of dishonor, and Jacob is the vessel of honor. So this feud, this family feud of two brethren, you're seeing it in real time as today. But Jake don't get it. Jake, ask your average person, why is there racism? You know, even in the movie American History X, you had the what the hell, Vineyard. Vineyard was in jail with a Jake, and they were in the laundry room, and the Jake was making fun of Esau because he said, tonight we're going to go out and kill some niggers. I don't know why we hate them, but we just hate them. And that's true. Esau, Edom cannot tell you why he hates us. Okay. He tries to use things. He always has a bullshit excuse, but he hates us because the Lord set him up to hate us. The Lord created Esau to be the vessel of dishonor, to be his sword. Okay. Not Esau, Edom. He can't tell you why, but we can. We know why. You know, what's that? Psalm 17. I got a whole bunch of scriptures that are coming to mind. So I'm just trying to make sure I do it in decency and in order. This is Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him. Cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Malachi 1 and 4. Esau is the wicked, the border of wickedness. And we ask the Lord to protect us from him. Why? Because he is in a heavy spirit to want to destroy us. And not only us, but us in entirety. Psalms 83, let's cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel will be no more in remembrance. That's what he wants to do. He wants to cut us down. Now, this is a small, two-time losing Edomite, but in their nation wants to cut us off, okay? Now, he's going to be able to cut a lot of Israel down, but he will not get the elect, all right? Let's see the spirit that Esau is coming in. Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated, see, enmity. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, or in his mind, or in his spirit, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. See, the slayer. Should we then make mirth? The sword is being furbished, man. Okay, and the slayer is Esau Edom. This is why we are praying for the Father to protect us from Esau, just as Jacob prayed to protect him from Esau when he came out with his men. All right, and Jacob had to hide his children, okay, and his women from his brother. See, his literal brother, man. Okay, his literal brother. All right. So let's see. From here, we want to go where? All right. Matter of fact, let's go to Sirach. All right. Let's go to Sirach 33. This is showing you this is all the work of the Lord, man. At the end of the day, you have to understand this is the Lord's movie, and he set this up. He put this curse on the serpent. He created the wicked for the day of evil. You see? But the evil is about to be vanquished for what he's done. So let's go to this real quick. And let's start at verse 10. Okay. And this is Sirach 33 and 10. And all men are fed on the ground, and Adam was created of earth. And much knowledge the Lord has divided them and made their ways diverse. Some of them has he blessed, Jacob, and exalted, and some of them has he sanctified and set near himself, but some of them has he cursed and brought low and turned out their places, because that's ultimately for Esau Edom. Okay, he is a cursed man. He has been brought low. Come sit down in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. As the clay is in the potter's hand, Romans 9, as the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, neither, what? What's it say in Romans 9? For them neither having done good nor evil, but the purpose according to election might stand. See? At his pleasure. So man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another, Jacob and Esau. You see, but for us being one against another, shame is going to cover him for what he's done to his brother Jacob, man. Okay, shame is going to cover this guy. All right, and let's go actually to Obadiah. Let's go to Obadiah and let's go to Amos. I'll hold Amos here, and then I'm going to put Obadiah in the other one. All right, and it's just so beautiful. The Most High is going to judge this man. And we should also go to Psalms 50, because Psalms 50, 1 through 15 is like the Most High speaking to Jacob. And then 16 on down is like him turning to his other brother, Esau. Okay, just like a parent will do to put the two children together. Hey, you brothers know. You remember when the mom, she would have both of us in the room, rebuking both of us, you know? But then one brother, one sibling, he might get it worse than you, you know? And that's a beautiful precept, Kazak Ban Yahweh, because that's actually, I wanted to get that as well. So first, let's go to Amos, all right, because I want to keep this lesson geared towards the judgment for what Esau has done to his brother, okay? Shame on you, man. Just like shame on Cain. Amos 1:11, and it reads, Thus saith Yahweh Bashem Shai, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. Right here, man, in real time. All right, look at this in real time. Look at this guy, man. Okay, he has no idea that he is talking and threatening his brother Jacob. Got dang Bill over here. Hold on, give me a second. I just want to pull it up. Look at him. He's geared up, ready for war, man, against his brother. This is the same spirit he was in Genesis 27 and 41, man. Okay, same spirit. Let's see if we can. Man, I really don't give a flying fuck. But see if you brothers can hear it. 2 different things.
Last summer to this summer. Last summer there was an election. This summer there is not. Riot, steal, shoot, rob, kill. You do your thing. Because we're coming this time. Arm up. Stay safe.
Damn. Yo, do you see that, man? Did you see this, man? The demon in him came out. Let me see if I can get it. I'm going to put this as a thumbnail, too. Look at this. Here it goes. Bam! Look at him. Look at him. That's a full-fledged Edomite, okay? Esau, a man of war, man, okay? Look at him. This is the Lord's sword. And he's telling who? 2/3 to stay safe. Now, that's another story, okay? Because we are the ones that speak of the judgment of our people, okay? Esau, Edom, he tries to justify what he does to Jake. We know why it's happened, but also know that you are going to be judged for what you've done to the nation of Israel. Don't try to use the prophecy of 2/3 as an excuse, because we're going to go to Obadiah. You've took it too far, okay? So let's go back. And I want to say this too. In Amos 1:11, he did pursue his brother. What do you hear with police? I'm in pursuit. I'm in pursuit. Black male. I'm in pursuit, okay? And we could just dive in all day how Esau treats us, man. And the only way you can explain it is prophecy and these precepts. What other book can explain the problem between so-called white people and so-called minorities, I'll say, so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans? What other place can you find why this is an issue? Because it's on a biblical proportion. It's prophecy, okay? Amos 1:11, it says, because he did pursue his brother with the sword and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. This is why you are seeing this today. This is why you're seeing Jake getting pushed, getting shoved, getting shot, getting stabbed, getting beat, getting killed, getting murdered, getting arrested, okay? Now, we can break down that too, but that's not what this situation is about. You are on trial right now, Esau, okay? 2/3 will be given the reason why the so-called white man did this to you. We can tell you, but this lesson isn't for that. This lesson is for Esau, man, okay? Because you got judgment that you got to pay too, man. And the Lord quickly got this little devil right here. Whether or not he used him to get this Jake, you still have to answer, because this is the Lord's children. This is the Lord's children. You are just a belt. You are just a sword, okay? But the wicked is being put on the stand right now, man. All right, the antagonist is being put on the stand, man. So now let's go to Obadiah, one of my favorite books, Obadiah, and we're going to jump down and start at 10. For thy violence, and I was going to title it this, but Esau probably would have clipped the video, man. Oh, he put violent. That's hate. You are nothing. All you are is hate. Oh, look at this, man. I love this website. Obadiah's vision concerning the Edomites included all of the following, except which one? Their kindness. Their kindness. They have no kindness. It said he cast off all pity, and then it says the mercy of the wicked is cruel. Okay. So Esau, Edom, you are a terrible brother to Jacob. You are a terrible brother. All right? You are going to be extinct, man. Out of all the nations on the earth, what you have done to the family of Yahweh Shemel Shai, you are going to be extinct, man. And I just find that so beautiful, and I love how we can use this against him, man. Okay? Don't you know that we're supposed to be brothers? Oh, hey, the Jake in Men of Society, he said it to who? To Cain. So you can't tell me that's spiritual. We supposed to be brothers. And look what you've done to your brother, man. Look what you've done. Look at you. Obadiah 1:10, for thy violence against thy brother. Violence. Oh, and a fun fact, the word force goes into violence. I believe they call it the what? Police force. Let me go to etymology. Let's see if it's in here. No, it's not there. Let's go to Google. Let's go to Google real quick. I don't make this too long. Let me see how long we've been going. All right, 30 minutes. We're doing good. Let's go right here and let's look up force. If I'm not mistaken, force goes into violence. Okay. Bear with me. I'm on Wi-Fi. So let's put force. And in my studies, looking up force, violence was one of the definitions. So let's see. All right, real quick. Yeah, there it is. Force, coercion or compulsion, especially with the use or threat of violence. So police violence, not police force. So Esau's violence, he changed it to what? Force. And the main violence he does on us is through his police force. Okay, the main violence that you see happening to Jake in and out in the streets is now labeled what? Police brutality. Okay, let's actually look up police brutality, just like the Romans. Okay, police brutality. Oh, statistics. Yeah, we might be looking at police brutality. Let's go here. Hey, and I'm gonna tell you, man, it's violent. What he does to Jake, man. Look at him right here. Look at these Edomites right here. This is our evil twin older brother Esau. Okay, this is our older brother. Okay, but our older brother is going to be cut off. He will no longer be the black sheep amongst our family tree. But like I said, remember, even though he's a part of our family tree, he is not a part of the promise of the promised lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Esau, Edom got excluded. Okay, he sold his birthright. We have that covenant. Okay, look at him, man. This Esau, man. Look at him. Esau is a very violent, brute, nasty, devilish, cruel being, man. He's a very cruel, nasty person. Okay, and like I said, we have the explanations why he is in the handcuffs. That's for another lesson. We're talking about the ones that are coming in this force, okay, against the nation of Israel in whole. Look, police brutality on black people. All right, look at this. Look at this. He don't need to be grabbing her hair like that. Hey, man, Esau has gone too far with it, man. All right, he's gone too far with it, man. Oh, whoa, that was spiritual. Let me show you real quick something. Look at this. Come on, baby. Right here. Look at this. Did that say Jacob? That's Jacob. Look, Black Lives Matter. That's Jacob. That's Jacob right there. See that? That's Jake. It's spiritual. They're talking about Jacob Blake, but if you have a spiritual eye, you understand. And Blake also means black. So Jacob is black. All right, so let's go back, get back to the lesson. Okay. So the main violence of Esau Edom against his little brother Jacob is through the police force, okay, or through police violence. Obadiah 1:10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. Matter of fact, let's go into the blue letter and let's see what that word shame means, okay? And don't they say that today? Shame, shame, shame on you, because it's a very shameful thing how Edom will be humbled. It's a very shameful thing how Esau treats us, man, okay? So let's go here. Let's go to the tools. Let's see what shame means, and we're going to get the translation. Oh, Salakia. Oh, let's see. There we go. Come on. There we go. All right, let's go to shame. Shame. I'm going to have to get the Hebrew word for shame. Basha, looks like it said. All right, so it goes into shame. Now let's go to the translation. Real quick. Obadiah, go right here to the Bibles. Let's just see. Let's just see. I want to see what they put for shame. For that shame. Oh, look at this. NLT, because of the violence you did to your close relatives in Israel. Bam, baby. You see, this is a family affair, and you are going to be judged for what you did to your family member. You're going to be judged, man. All right. So Esau today is like our wicked, evil uncle. Fucking bastard. Violence against thy brother. Yeah, that was good. That was good. So I want to read that one again. The NLT, because of the violence you did to your close relatives in Israel, you will be filled with shame and destroyed forever. Call law Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. Hey, man, the righteous shall say that is surely a reward for serving the Lord, man. Okay, let's keep going. Obadiah 1 and 10. 11. It says, in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, and this is so beautiful. You go into history of what he's done to us. You go into history and see what he's done. He could have been thy brother's keeper, but going back, he said, I'm not thy brother's keeper. He don't give a shit what happens to us, man. But what you don't know is you are our evil twin brother, or now today, the evil uncle. It says, in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, and the day that the strangers, the other heathens, carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates. Whose gates? Jacob's gates. You know how many heathens have besieged our land and took over Jerusalem, man? Man, I was reading the other day that I was pissed off, man. But it ain't gonna happen again, man. It ain't gonna, and you did it too. You did it during the Greeks. You did it during the Romans, and you're trying to do it now. It says, foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem. Even thou was as one of them. You see? But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother and the day that he became a stranger. And guess what? You made us strangers. You made us strangers under your rulership as the Greeks. You turned us into Gentiles. You told us it was illegal to profess ourselves to be a Jew. You made it illegal for us to celebrate the Sabbath. You stood in our place when we fall. You claim yourself now to be Jacob when no, you are Esau, man. And you have great judgment coming for you. You're not going to fool the Father, and you can't fool the Father. No matter how much you make your little matzahs and your little pigtails, and you dance around and jump on tables and bite the foreskin. You are not an Israelite, okay? You are Esau Edom, all right? You are Esau Edom. Esau is so wicked that what we did to him when Jacob put on the goat's hair, he's doing that now, all right? And even then some. He's claimed to be Jacob, just like how Jacob claimed to be Esau to fulfill that blessing, which was righteous, by the way. Now him in unrighteousness is claiming to be Jacob. You see? Get that correct, you Christians. Jacob portrayed himself as Esau in a righteous manner. Esau is portraying himself as Jacob in an unrighteous manner, in a dishonorable manner, okay? Because Esau isn't claiming to be us to bring world peace. He's claiming to be us to bring a world domination and wickedness, man. Obadiah 1 and 10, but thou should have not looked on the day of thy brother. And it's like your brother standing on a porch watching you get jumped, man. You know? That's what he's doing. And he's jumping in. Like, what the hell? You know? Just like when Craig was getting on Day for not helping him when that Santa robbed him, man. He said he stood there, ain't do nothing. It says, on the day of thy brother, and the day that he became a stranger, neither should have thou rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither should have thou spoken proudly in the day of their distress. Right, and he does that now, man. Okay? I was watching this one BLM protest, which we don't support it, but it is what it is. I was watching one BLM protest while they're marching. Esau sitting there eating lunch, man, with his crusty ass knees crossed, you know? Let me see if I can find that, man. I won't even know how to title that. Let's see. What the hell would I title that? I'll put like white people eating lunch. Let's see. Put lunch during BLM protests. Oops. Here we go. Here's a good one. But there's another one. See, look, Jake's out here protesting. Esau wants these little frappes and shit, man. Let me see. There's more. There's a lot more. Here's some more right here. But there was an amazing one I wanted to use as a thumbnail. I should have screenshotted it, but it's all good. Oh, they even did it right here where we live in Rochester. Esau was eating dinner. Jake went in there and flipped tables, man. Pissed off. And they have the right to be pissed off. Yeah, right here's another good one. You see, Esau doesn't care about his brother because he's not his brother's keeper. Now, we know why, because we have been given the secrets. It's prophecy, but you have no leg to stand because you don't believe in the Bible. So what can you say? That's the beautiful part about Esau Edom being a non-believer. He can't use the Bible against us for his actions. You know, we can. Okay, we can. Esau can't. How beautiful is that? The Lord has not given his word unto no other nation but Jacob. Roughly paraphrasing. Let's go back into the book of Obadiah. Um, let's keep reading. Obadiah 1 and 13. Thou shouldst not have entered into the gates of my people. Yeah, that wicked King Antiochus Epiphanes. Okay. People in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction. Yes, it was prophecy, but you were still getting rebuked for being the one to help fulfill prophecy. Okay, but does the what does it say? Does the potter has power over the clay? You can't say, but why'd you do that? This is all part of the movie, and this is a part of your part in the movie to get rebuked for what you've done in this movie, man. Just like in a movie, you'll have people really hate the actor, and he was just only acting what the director had him what he script. You know, it says, "Thou should have not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither should thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape, neither should thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress." So this is telling you right here, all right, you are going to receive judgment for what you have done to your brother Jacob, man. Okay, shame shall cover thee, because right now you're covered in blood. Let's get that real quick. This is why, matter of fact, let's hold that. This is why she's drunken with the blood of the saints, man, because of you. Let's hold this where I want. This is Revelation 17 and 6. It says, "And I saw the woman," talking about America, "drunken with the blood of the saints," us, okay, "and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua." So some of us are going to die for Yahushua because Esau is going to try to give us the marking of the beast, all right, trying to, stick us with shit, man, okay? Esau Edom is going to kill us for serving the Lord. Man, you got major judgment coming. "And with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua, and when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration." Now, let's get Psalm 73 as well, okay? And, maybe one or two more scriptures, and that's going to be it. See, there's judgment coming for Edom, man. So let's get Psalm 73, and then we got to go to Jeremiah for the counsel against Edom, okay? So let's go to Psalm 73 real quick, and then let's end it with the counsel that the Lord has against Esau, Edom. Bear with me for a second. We're going to put this up, and let's get also on Jeremiah. Okay, prophetic accounts that are coming for this damn devil. All right, so let's see. I want Jeremiah 51, the counsel that has been taken against Esau, Edom. It's right here in my face. Hey, Kazak Ban Yahweh, or one of you brothers, can you post the in Jeremiah the counsel that's set against Edom? This is Psalm 70. If not, I can grab it. Just give me a minute. Psalms 73 and 6. "Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain." Now, why does pride compass them? Because a sentence against an evil work isn't executed speedily. Okay, what's that? Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, if I'm not mistaken, or 15. Yep, Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, "Because sentence against an evil work, what you have done to your brother Jacob is evil." What you have done to Jacob is evil. What you have done to the seed of Jacob is evil. "Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil." This is why his children are evil to us. This is why his women are evil to us. This is why he is evil to us. This is why the other nations are evil to us, because the tabernacle of Edom, okay? The tabernacle of Edom, all right? Okay, now, the water, brother. Yep, the water. There's another one too I want to grab as well. Tawada, that's a good one. But then there's also one in Jeremiah. And then can you also post the counsel of the Lord against Babylon? That's what it is. That one, we're going to read those two because they go hand in hand. And also in Jeremiah 51, the counsel that the Lord has taken against Babylon, because they go hand in hand. And one prophecy, it talks about what the Lord's going to do to Edom. And then another prophecy, it talks about what the Lord's going to do to the land where Esau is dwelling, which is now also known as Babylon. This is this is Psalm 73 and 6. Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. Violence covers them as a garment, man. Okay? So Esau, Edom, has violence that's covering him as a garment. All right? But now that garment that is covered with violence, soon it will be a garment covered with shame. Shameful spewing upon thy glory for what you've done to your brother Jacob, man. All right? You can get cussed out all day long for what you've done to Jacob. Let's jump down. We'll keep going. 7. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish through what? Deceit and fraud. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. Here it is. You oppressed us, right? But with you oppressing us, you speak lawfully against that. Oh, slavery was a long time ago when you were the one that had us in there, man. Okay? You were the one that had us in there. Let me see. All right, I got it. The water, bro. That's the spirit. I grabbed it just as you posted it. The water. They are corrupt, speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. They set their mouths against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Right here it is. Their mouths are set against the Most High, but you don't know that we're the Most High's children. We're the son of the Most High, and you're going to be judged for that, man. All right, so we got that. Now let's go to the comment board, and we're going to end it on these two beautiful prophecies that are waiting to come to pass. Jeremiah 49 and 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of Yahweh Bashem Shai that he has taken against Edom, and his purposes that he has purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. So here it is, the Lord, he's got the 48ers are going to draw out the 49ers, and he's going to bring you into the third woe, and you're going to get judged, man. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is the Lord going to use Esau to get Edom, to destroy them in a whole? Draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. And not only Edom, but also the land of Edom, and that's Basra, or the virgin daughter of Babylon, i.e. America, which you have founded off the bloodshed and iniquity, and what you've done to the nation of Israel. Man, you got great judgment coming for you. Jeremiah 50 and 45. Therefore, here it says, therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord. Post that. Okay, beautiful. Jeremiah 15:45. Therefore, hear the counsel, hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he has taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he has purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. And let's finish. What is the counsel? What is the counsel? Is that not $1 million question? Well, we'll tell you, man. Okay, man. I see why our elders apostles say, "Hey, you just don't want to be an Edomite, because you're gonna get it the worst. The ass whooping you're gonna receive. Oh, let's go to Jeremiah 50. And these scriptures, these lessons, this should pump you up in the spirit, man. This is comforting, man. This is comforting because Esau has had his foot on our neck, his blessing on our neck. Okay, everything, man. All right, let me see. Did I take that off? All right, hold on. Take that. There we go. All right, now let's finish it off. We're on 45. Let's read 46. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved through what? The third woe, and the cry is heard among the nations, because the nations are going to cry. All right, some of the nations are going to cry, because remember, other nations are going to jump in on Esau. While Esau watched us get jumped in, other nations are going to watch him get jumped, and they're going to jump in on his ass. How beautiful is that? And it says, at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. Right? Because when that fire, when those missiles, okay, when they come, when all these other nations and other Edomites come and destroy this place, we are going to rejoice because our captivity will be over, man. We are going to rejoice when we see the fall of this place, man. Okay, let's get that. We'll end it on that. And if anybody is tuning in now, please also read the live chat. Brothers are posting beautiful precepts. So lucky I'm not able to get them. And let's get this. This is where do I want to start? Okay. Let me see. I guess I could start at 20. Let me see. All right. So give me a second. Let me just get this real quick. Yep, I'll start at 18. This is Revelations 18 and 18, and it says, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? They call it great, we call it hell. And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing. So people are going to cry when our evil twin brother or evil Uncle E, all right, gets destroyed. So we're going to jack their ass up too. And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein we were made rich, all that had ships in the sea by the reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High has avenged you on her. Call halal Yahweh Shemal Shai, the water Yahweh Shemal Shai. And in that day, we shall know there was a reward for serving the Lord. Okay? All right, so let's get it. Psalms 58 and 10, and we're up out of here. This is Esau, Edom's worst nightmare. All right, not fucking, excuse my language, not Loke Dog. Remember in Menace Society, Cain said he's young and black and don't give a fuck. Give a F, America's worst nightmare. No, America's worst nightmare is the children of Israel standing upon their feet and bringing out the scriptures and prophesying the downfall of the doom and gloom coming to this place, man. This is Psalms 58 and 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is a God that judges in the earth. So you that are troubled, rest with us, because this is a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to those that troubled us. And Esau, Edom, has been troubling us ever since the womb and even before that. So, in closing, Lord's will, you brothers and few sisters, you were edified and you were moved through the spirit as I was. And I just want to say, call halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baha, Rakak, Wadash. With that being said, Shalom.